We all wonder if there is other life out there in the universe. Now, a strange discovery in a recent NASA photo has some saying these visitors haven't just been observing Earth. Check out what we found on our next-door neighbor, Mars.
In my opinion, that is not a natural structure. It's got to be some intelligent species that created it.
The other thing that is inside this lunar module looks like a woman, and this is the alien that they recovered from the ship.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
When it comes to the possibility of another life form living in the universe, there is no other planet more in talk than Mars.
Wait, what is that?
Luckily, with undeniable evidence, NASA has spotted an alien on Mars,
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
making these wild theories sound much more reasonable and believable now. Let's see what all this fuss is about.
I didn't mean to keep it sound counter spacey, didn't it?
In my opinion, that is not a natural structure. It's got to be some intelligent species that created it.
The Apollo moon landings between 1969 and 1972 were a remarkable chapter in space exploration, captivating the world with historic imagery. However, amidst the well-documented history, there emerged a peculiar image that sparked speculations and conspiracy theories. Ken Johnston, a former NASA test pilot turned director at the Johnson Space Flight Center, alleges that astronauts on a moon mission captured intriguing photos, showing rounded dome-shaped objects nestled in a crater. Ken's curiosity led to a tense exchange with his boss, who bluntly instructed him to dispose of the images.
He finally said, I don't care what you do, just get rid of those pictures that were taken.
Ken isn't the only one entertaining the idea of extraterrestrial presence on the moon. Some observers scrutinize images and claim to spot what appear to be vehicle tracks. This raises questions about how such tracks could have been formed. Journalist Alexis Brooks adds fuel to the fire by endorsing the notion of an ancient interstellar civilization known as the Anunnaki. Dating back over 3,000 years, these beings are believed to have influenced Earth's pyramids, and some speculate they may have left their mark on the moon as well. So, did the Anunnaki or another ancient group leave their footprints on the lunar surface? Stranded zombie? Everything about this video is shrouded in mystery.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the...
You might be astounded by the creature's behavior, which seemed more like an alien or a zombie than anything normal. This strange place leaves me scratching my head. Where on earth could it be, folks? Take a look at the creature's behavior, cautiously scanning the surroundings, as if searching for someone to reassure it that it wasn't alone. After a fruitless search, it sat down for a moment. When we dug a little deeper into this video's origins, we discovered that it was leaked footage from NASA. Sounds wild, right? But there's more. This video was actually from the moon, and the figure wasn't an alien but a NASA robot gathering samples. And yes, you too could be on the moon one day, as long as you study with dedication.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the...
Ancient obelisks. In 1966, before landing on the moon, NASA's Orbiter 2 photographed the Sea of Tranquility near Apollo 11's future touchdown site, revealing something unusual. The image showed shadows resembling tall, pointy structures like Egyptian obelisks, with the tallest reaching the height of a 15-story building. Moons, constantly bombarded by space rocks, aren't expected to have such structures, sparking curiosity. When Buzz Aldrin was on the moon, he activated a sideways scanning radar, although the surface was below. This choice fueled speculation that NASA might have known about these enigmatic lunar spires. Some believe Aldrin's radar maneuver suggests a clandestine mission to investigate these mysterious structures. With the moon's harsh environment, the presence of such formations remains intriguing and continues to spark debates about NASA's awareness and intentions regarding these lunar obelisks. Strange structure. In the realm of strange tales, one intriguing story melds Japan's ancient secrets with a Martian enigma. Tyler from Secure Team 10 unveils coordinates linking a peculiar keyhole mound in Japan to a colossal structure on Mars. These mounds, known as Kofun tombs in Japan, served as prestigious resting places for elites from the 3rd to 7th century. On Mars, a massive keyhole-shaped formation stands, its straight edges and a dot at the base, sparking intriguing theories. Mars. NASA, however, offers a dose of reality, attributing the straight edges on Mars to natural processes, fractures and hills sculpted over billions of years. Yet, the striking similarity between two shapes, millions of miles apart and billions of years old, leaves the door open for speculation. While NASA's explanation may suffice for now, the tantalizing connection hints at a deeper cosmic mystery waiting to be unraveled. Water on Mars. Contrary to the belief that Mars lost its liquid water around 3 billion years ago, recent research analyzing data from NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, suggests a groundbreaking discovery. Scientists found evidence indicating that liquid water may have flowed on Mars between 2 to 2.5 billion years ago, extending its watery history by approximately 1 billion years. The researchers used an imaging spectrometer on the MRO to detect hydrated minerals on slopes where recurring slope lineae, dark streaks, have been observed. These streaks darken and cascade down steep slopes during warm seasons and fade during cooler periods. The discovery lies in identifying hydrated salts on these slopes, suggesting intermittent flows of liquid water on present-day Mars. These salts could lower the freezing point of a liquid brine, similar to how salt melts ice on Earth. This breakthrough adds to NASA's Mars mission's remarkable discoveries, advancing our understanding of Mars' geological history and potential for habitability. Moon creature. Have you ever pondered the possibility of the existence of something gigantic and of an alien nature on the moon from Earth? Well, brace yourself for this next video. In the footage, a colossal tentacle monster appears to be attempting to engulf the entire moon. It's crawling all over it, and the fact that it's visible from Earth underscores just how massive this creature, or whatever it is, would be. To put it into perspective, the size of the moon could accommodate all of Europe, China, the United States, Brazil, and South Africa combined. So, envisioning something visible from Earth is mind-boggling. If by some unfathomable twist of fate, this creature were to descend upon our planet, we'd be in serious trouble. So, let's just be grateful that the video is fake, but it certainly leaves us with a different image of monsters in our minds. Holes on Mars. Mars has thrown us a curveball with a mysterious deep hole that's leaving NASA scratching their heads. While the red planet typically boasts rocks, craters, and canyons, this massive pit is causing some interstellar confusion. Despite Mars witnessing its fair share of meteorite impacts, collapsing lava tubes, ancient floods, and even volcanic ice melting, this hole is anything but ordinary. Unlike shallow depressions seen before, this pit is on a whole other level. Thanks to the low angle of the summer sun at Mars' south pole, shadows accentuated the landscape, making subtle features more visible. And what did they reveal? Ice at the bottom of the hole. But this isn't a tiny divot. With each pixel representing 20 inches, we're talking about a feature spanning hundreds of meters across. Now, the big question: did something punch its way through, or is it a collapse of some sort? With limited information, it's challenging to determine. Nevertheless, NASA is hard at work, narrowing down the possibilities and solving the mystery. Mars Dust Devil. On August 30th, 2023, NASA's Perseverance rover captured a fascinating Martian dust devil along the western rim of Jezero crater. The video, sped up 20 times, shows 21 frames taken by Perseverance's nav cams, with each frame 4 seconds apart. Martian dust devils, akin to Earth's tornadoes but less intense, are crucial for studying Mars' atmosphere. This dust devil was observed 2.5 miles away at Thoroughfare Ridge, moving east to west at 12 miles per hour, with an estimated width of 200 feet. Only its lower 387 feet were visible in the footage. These dust devils often surpass their earthly counterparts in height and are more frequent during Martian spring and summer. Rovers like Perseverance and Curiosity remain vigilant, ready to capture these intriguing phenomena. Alien carcass recovered. NASA maintains that no human or humanoid figure has been found on the moon, but not everyone is convinced. Evidence suggests the Apollo missions may have involved more than just exploration, possibly retrieving something from the lunar surface. Enter the Mona Lisa of the Moon, or Moon Lady, a sarcophagus containing a remarkably preserved extraterrestrial entity resembling a woman. Discovered during a 1976 no-soft landing mission, she's thought to be the pilot of an alien spacecraft with an estimated age of 1 million to 1 billion years. NASA officially denies the existence of this alien mummy, but Buzz Aldrin and others assert that astronauts encountered intelligent extraterrestrial life during the Apollo missions. This intriguing find continues to fuel speculation and debate. Area 51 alien. We've all heard the saying, curiosity killed the cat, but sometimes curiosity can lead to amazing discoveries too.
What is that, dude? Did you just change that? Yes.
Just like this group of brave explorers who decided to venture into Area 51, a hotspot of all sorts of alien conspiracy theories. Their curiosity paid off big time. At first, it just looked like another part of the empty landscape. But then, out of nowhere, a strange flash of light appeared, and an odd creature showed up briefly before disappearing into thin air, leaving the explorers completely shocked.
Look at this, dude. Look.
Let's watch that moment again. The case is mostly believed to be that of an actual alien that may have the ability to travel anywhere in space with a facility on its fingertips. Martian Bigfoot. In a recent image captured by NASA's Mars rover Spirit, scientists are intrigued by a colossal boot print etched into the Martian soil. Skeptics suggest it might be an unusual crater, but others believe it resembles a human-shaped object similar to alleged Bigfoot sightings. This peculiar snapshot taken in 2004
Wait, what is that? Is that Bigfoot?
raises questions about an interplanetary Bigfoot making himself at home on Mars. Conspiracy theorists are excited, while skeptics dismiss it as just another Martian rock. The Spirit rover, part of an $820 million mission, has been exploring Mars since 2004. With Mars' history of surface water, there's ongoing speculation about its potential to support life. Could Bigfoot be thriving on the red planet? The debate continues. UFOs on Moon. Across various cultures, there are multiple stories of people or creatures inhabiting the Moon. And with the recent discovery of footage, it seems we may not be the sole or even the most recent visitors to our closest celestial neighbor. A photographer was setting up to capture a full moon illuminating the city when something remarkable unfolded. Initially struggling to focus the camera, once in focus, he was left astounded. 3 distinct black circles traversed in front of the moon, unlike anything documented before. Soon after, more circles emerged, entering the frame in an erratic formation. The bizarre behavior and appearance of these objects raised questions. Were they asteroids? Or perhaps a fleet of alien spacecraft? Initially skeptical, my doubts waned when astrophotographer Andrew McCarthy conducted some calculations. Based on the moon's diameter and an estimated orbit 60 miles above the surface, McCarthy determined their size. What he revealed sent shivers down my spine. If these UFOs were orbiting the moon, they would be 2 to 3 miles wide, enormous by any standard. To put it into perspective, the largest operational plane, the Antonov An-225 Maria, is 275 feet long. In comparison, one of these UFOs measures over 15,000 feet in size. The sheer scale of these objects in relation to the moon and their seemingly intelligent movement hints at the presence of advanced life behind them. UFO chase. You're watching NASA's live feed of the International Space Station when a strange, semi-transparent cylindrical object catches your eye, moving perfectly in sync with the ISS. This unusual sighting, reminiscent of the 2006 cylinder UFO and orb seen on CNN, was first noticed by an enthusiast during a quiet night at home. The 1-minute 22-second clip shows the object trailing the ISS, visible if you look slightly to the right. Waring describes it as cylinder and semi-transparent, sparking a frenzy among conspiracy theorists who believe it to be a UFO.
This is Mission Control Houston, now watching video that was recorded by the crew on board Atlantis.
This intriguing footage has captivated many viewers. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to stay updated on such fascinating discoveries. Let's get this information out there and show some love. Lost civilization. For years, there have been persistent rumors about the true origins of the remarkable technology that propelled us to the moon. From curious statements by returning astronauts to reports of impossible architecture on the moon and Mars, the speculation has been rife. But now, the evidence we've been waiting for is finally here. Numerous missions conducted by Mars rovers have yielded intriguing findings. NASA has come across images of ancient artifacts, hinting at the possibility of a past civilization on the Red Planet. This discovery is monumental, as it suggests the existence of beings beyond our understanding, perhaps aliens or other extraterrestrial entities. While this evidence isn't conclusive, the presence of water on Mars adds weight to the theory. It's highly plausible that life once thrived on Mars, and when the water dried up, its inhabitants may have sought refuge on another, more hospitable planet. Who's to say that Earth wasn't their destination of choice? What are your thoughts on this fascinating revelation? Share them in the comments below. Plastic. During a routine patrol on Mars' surface, the Curiosity rover team spotted an unusual object using the ChemCam instrument's remote micro-imager. Initially perplexed by its appearance, experts soon identified it as a small piece of plastic, likely a fragment from the rover itself. The discovery prompted a temporary pause in Martian sample collection to thoroughly examine the plastic. The team plans to take additional images, using the masked cam to ensure no other surprises lurk nearby, to photobomb Curiosity's Martian selfies. This incident highlights that even sophisticated explorers like Curiosity encounter occasional hiccups, akin to dealing with loose screws or technical glitches. It's not an isolated occurrence. Previous Martian rovers, including the Mars Phoenix lander and Opportunity, have also left behind fragments during their journeys across the Red Planet. Ghostly alien. Looks like this young alien has a lot to learn about good manners. Back in 2008, a homeowner got the surprise of their life when they caught an unusual visitor playing Peekaboo at their window. Imagine looking out and seeing a gray alien peeking in. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Some people thought the whole thing was just a prank, while others couldn't help but wonder where this little visitor came from. People came up with all sorts of theories, from interdimensional travel to trying to prove it was fake. But no matter what, the mysterious Boo alien kept everyone talking.
Oh man, what is that?
Released.
So, would you be brave enough to play Peekaboo with this strange creature? Sun recharge. These UFOs aren't just sticking around on Earth. It seems they're checking out our entire solar system. NASA released footage capturing a massive object hanging out near the sun on April 19, 2022. It appeared to be absorbing some of the sun's plasma before zooming off into space. But this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Back in 2012, there was another peculiar object pulling the same stunt. Some people doubt that it's aliens refueling, while others think it's just some bizarre space debris. Mysterious music. The mystery of the strange music heard by Apollo 10 astronauts during their 1969 lunar mission has captivated many.
That is keep the sound on.
Recently, NASA released the actual audio, reigniting debate about its origin. The hour-long recording sent to Mission Control intrigued the astronauts, who hesitated to report it, fearing disbelief and exclusion from future missions. NASA now explains the sounds as likely caused by interference from radios in close proximity within the lunar and command modules. This explanation is supported by astronauts like Michael Collins of Apollo 11, who attribute the sounds to radio interference. However, astronaut Al Warden of Apollo 15 remains skeptical, suggesting that if something was recorded, there must be a basis for it beyond simple interference. While the radio interference explanation seems plausible, the mystery of the lunar music continues to intrigue, leaving room for speculation and debate.
That is keep the sound outer spacey, doesn't it?
Organic matter. Exciting news from NASA's Curiosity rover. The rover has stumbled upon fresh evidence preserved in Martian rocks that suggests the planet might have once harbored ancient life.
And in Mars, there are many opportunities in the subsurface where you're shielded from the radiation.
The discovery of organic matter is a major breakthrough. as it offers chemical insights into the conditions and processes on Mars, shedding light on whether the planet could have sustained life in its distant past. Although the presence of organic matter alone doesn't confirm the existence of ancient life, it serves as a crucial piece of the puzzle in solving Mars history. Methane, considered the simplest organic molecule, has been detected in various locations across our solar system, including on moons like that of Saturn's and Jupiter's, which could potentially host life. The identification of methane on Mars adds to the intrigue and prompts questions about the planet's current geological and atmospheric dynamics. While these findings do not directly prove the existence of past life on Mars, they represent significant indicators that bolster the likelihood that Mars was once a habitable environment. Beacon of light. In a recent black-and-white snapshot from the red planet, a mysterious bright glow caught the attention of keen observers. Some noticed a small, elongated white blob streaking past the rocky formations. While conspiracy theorists are quick to cry aliens, NASA's explanations point to possibilities like cosmic rays, camera lens flares, or sunlight playing tricks with the rocks. The rover, equipped with 17 cameras, has been our eyes on the Martian surface since 2012. And sightings like these are not uncommon. Curiosity has a knack for capturing peculiar lights in its Martian lens. While the internet got flooded with speculation about potential Martian visitors, let's stay grounded on Earth and keep our gaze fixed on the stars. Monolith on Mars. Captured from a staggering 165 miles away by the high-resolution camera of the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter.
There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped object that goes around Mars once in 7 hours.
This monolith has ignited speculation within the space community. Published on Lunar Explorer Italia's website, the image has sparked questions about the possibility of past life on the red planet. However, the University of Arizona, responsible for the original image, offered a different perspective. According to these earthly scientists, the mysterious structure isn't a relic of alien civilizations, but rather a run-of-the-mill boulder, possibly measuring up to 5 meters across. Buzz Aldrin, the second person to walk on the moon, hinted at a similar monolith on Mars' moon Phobos during a recent TV appearance. His comments added fuel to the curiosity surrounding the unusual structure. While some may be eager to embrace cosmic conspiracies, scientists argue that the monolith is more likely a boulder recently exposed in an otherwise unremarkable area. It appears that the universe enjoys keeping us Earthlings on our toes. Zooming airship. Next on the list is a pilot cruising through the skies, taking in the breathtaking views, when suddenly, whoosh, a lightning-fast object zips by out of nowhere. The pilot labels it a UFO, but could it just be some sleek aircraft doing its thing? Let's rewind, slow down, and take a closer look. What's your take on this mysterious sighting? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Goblin or alien? An indoor camera caught something that seemed out of this world. Amidst the chaos of their kitchen, a tiny creature darted across the floor in a blur and vanished under a nearby dresser. The mother was startled by the sight and hurried outside, only to find the little creature had vanished without a trace. At first, she thought it might be a common mouse, but upon closer inspection, she realized it was moving on 2 legs. Observers speculated it could be either a goblin or a tiny alien attempting to befriend her son. As she recalled her son's solo conversations in his room, she couldn't help but wonder if there's more to this curious encounter than meets the eye. Witchcrafting? Most viewers might see this clip and think it depicts a troubled woman, or perhaps a witch caught in the midst of witchcraft. At the peak of a mountain, a witchy figure was captured performing a ritual that was both bizarre and amusing. Her wild arm movements left spectators surprised and intrigued, suggesting she might have been overwhelmed by the power of her own craft. This peculiar display sparked a mix of awe, amusement, and speculation among those who witnessed it. Non-human aircraft. In 2022, a group of partygoers in Las Vegas had their night out take a bizarre turn when they spotted something truly unusual above the club. An eerie red light appeared in the sky, peeking out from behind the clouds. It seemed to form a distinct pattern, resembling some kind of craft. But this craft didn't appear to be anything humans could create. So, what could it be? Some speculate it might be visitors from another world, while others wonder if it's a top-secret military experiment. What's your take on it? Do you believe in extraterrestrial visitors, or do you think there's a more logical explanation for these mysterious lights? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this otherworldly spectacle. Real-life Sleepy Hollow. On the bright side, at least this one didn't seem homicidal. In November 2019, a shocking spectacle was captured on a GoPro camera around 1 a.m. near Rajajinagar in Bangalore, India. A motorcyclist recorded a headless woman walking along the road. This eerie encounter had been rumored across the city but was widely considered a hoax, until now. The motorcyclist, while recording, turned to look back at the figure, only to see it vanish into thin air, leaving him shaken by the inexplicable occurrence. Dragon in night sky? It's not just the existence of dragons that's terrifying. This one breathes fire and possesses intelligence far superior to most living species. A bystander from an undisclosed location captured a stunning sight. A dragon flying in the night sky moments before unleashing a fiery breath towards a mountain, triggering a volcanic eruption. With no rider seen on its back, the motives behind its actions remain unknown. However, it's clear that the dragon was intelligent enough to detect the imminent eruption and choose to accelerate it. The sighting leaves many in awe and fear, pondering the creature's capabilities and intentions. U.S. Army and aliens. Israel's space agency chief isn't dismissing the startling claims made by Chaim Eshed, the former head of Israel's space security program. Eshed asserts that aliens have landed on Earth and have been interacting with us for some time. He even mentions a galactic federation, a partnership between the U.S. and these extraterrestrial beings. Eshed claims Donald Trump was close to revealing this information, but the extraterrestrial coalition intervened, fearing humanity wasn't ready. He also mentions aliens conducting experiments on Earth and collaborating with American astronauts at an underground base on Mars. While Eshed's revelations seem far-fetched, they suggest that reality might be stranger than fiction. Pale Shadow. In 2022, the streets of Moorhead, Kentucky became the center of global paranormal sighting when security footage captured a mysterious pale figure. The eerie being, its ghostly form clearly visible, appeared to be crouching and searching for something, sparking intense speculation on social media. Skeptics suggested it might be a hoax, noting intentional blurring in the video, while believers entertained the possibility of an otherworldly presence on Earth. Regardless of its authenticity, the figure seemed incredibly old or appeared to be suffering from a broken back, or perhaps both. It's time for today's open discussion. You won't believe what some people are trying to claim to have found on Mars, a fossilized iguana. This whole thing started when Scott Waring, a keen-eyed explorer of Martian photos, spotted this mysterious object in NASA's archives.
You know, she'd be a few inches tall and hasn't moved in a few months.
Now, Scott's no stranger to this game. He runs UFO sightings daily, and he's found about 10-15 supposed animals on the Martian turf. This time, he's all excited about this iguana-shaped rock. He says it was caught on camera by the Mars Curiosity rover, and it's not the first time someone thought they saw critters on the red planet. Back in 2013, a blogger claimed to have spotted a lizard casually strolling around Mars, although no evidence of that has ever been shown. Now, some conspiracy theorists got a bit hyped, thinking NASA might be doing some Martian animal planting for secret experiments. Scott, on the other hand, thinks it's possible because, there might be tiny amounts of water on Mars, and desert animals could be wandering around. Pretty rare, but hey, he's got his theories. Curiosity, the $2.5 billion rover, has been doing its thing since landing on Mars in 2012. It's been checking out the Martian scene, sniffing around for any signs that Mars might have once been a cozy spot for tiny life forms. So, are we onto something here? Tell me your thoughts over this matter in the comments section. I am waiting for your response. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.